Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk with Tunkhannock Area graduate and University of Virginia graduate Mike Papi joining us right now. Well, Mike, you're playing some baseball. Tell us about where you're playing and how's it going?
Oh, it's going great. I can't complain about playing the game for a living. I'm playing, down in Lynchburg, Virginia with the Hillcats. Enjoying it very much and just finished up our first half and getting ready and prepped up for the second half of the season.
Well, you go from Tunkhannock to Virginia. Tell us about that acclimation, what it was like to go from a small town like Tunkhannock, where you had a whole lot of success, good coaching, and some great players that played with you, to one of the best programs in the country.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a transition period, but I played a lot of travel ball and a lot of summer ball. So, making that transition to a higher level was a little bit easier for me. And the same goes for professional baseball as well, which has been a little harder. But, there's always a transition process at whatever level you go. So, it's just been being able to make adjustments and, stay confident.
And Mike, you talk about that adjustment from college to professional ranks. A lot of guys may get caught up mentally on the bat thing. There's other factors, the traveling, being on your own, so many different things. What are some of the challenges that all the guys go through that you see, and of course for you, some of the things just trying to work through it?
Yeah, it's definitely a different lifestyle than your normal 9 to 5 work lifestyle, but. Like people always say, like you hear, it's a grind, and it takes a toll on your body. But you gotta do the right things to take care of your body and stay healthy and stay in shape. I think that's the most important part, because the season really does take a toll on you. And if you do want to perform throughout the whole 142 games, then you gotta stay healthy and you gotta eat the right things and get your sleep.
Mike, talk about some of the coaches and the guys there with Lynchburg that are helping you out and trying to make sure you're playing at the top of your game right now.
Yeah, our manager, Mark Budzinski, and our hitting coach, Matt Bodimax, they've been extremely beneficial for me. I struggled early on this year, and I've slowly been progressing throughout the first half of the season. They played a big part in helping me through the challenges that I was facing, mentally and physically. So I'm very thankful to have coaches like that on our side.
Mike, being in the Cleveland Indians organization, and tell us a little about from the beginning and being a first-round pick, what that's been like for you and feeling like, hey, I'm an Indian here. It's a lot of baseball players' dream to be drafted in the MLB draft, and it's just an honor. Really, it's a blessing. It's something that you've worked for your whole life, and now that you're on that path to the big leagues, that it almost seems like it could be a reality. So it's a blessing, and I'm extremely fortunate to have the opportunity to play baseball. Mike, you're playing left field there for the Hillcats. Tell us about what that's like on the defensive end.
Yeah, I love playing defense. I'm trying to help my pitcher out as much as I can, help the team win a game. I play left, I play right sometimes. Even if they wanted to put me at first, I'd probably play there. I'll play anywhere that the coach wants to put me, and I'll try to help the team win.
Mike, your relationships at the University of Virginia, Joe McCarthy gets drafted by Tampa Bay this year. I'm sure you still talk with him. Tell us about how he's feeling about what his opportunities are going to be like after Virginia.
Yeah, like I said earlier, everyone is extremely blessed to have that opportunity. But Joe was a little unfortunate this year to have a back injury, and might have hurt him a little bit in the draft. But it really doesn't matter where you go in the draft or what round you get picked in, because everyone has the same opportunities when you step on the field in pro ball. If you're successful, then you're going to move through the ranks, and if you're not, then you're not. So, simply said, he has that opportunity in front of him, and I think that UVA has helped him achieve that opportunity, as it did me and many other players that went through that program. So I think he
he's looking forward to the opportunity to, start that journey.
Mike, tell us about how often you get to connect with family or friends back home in Tunkhannock with the schedule that you have. I'm sure it's pretty challenging, whether it's through Skype or some texts and phone calls, social media. Tell us about how you connect with them.
Yeah, I stay in touch with some people as much as I can. Like you said, it's a really, really busy, grueling season. It's you're at the field from noon until 11 every day. So, and when you're not at the field, you're usually sleeping or taking care of something else. So I stay in touch, but probably not as much as you would think because of how busy the season really is.
Mike, you said you're gearing up and then you feel like things are going a little better for you here the last couple of weeks. Tell us about the second half of the season and what some of your sights are on as far as individually how you want to do.
Yeah, for sure. I started off the season real cold, struggling a little bit with the hitting aspect of it. But definitely personally looking to, like everyone is, bump that average up. I've been slowly working mine up. Defensively, be solid out in the outfield, make some good throws and make some plays. And, like I said, we're going to have to come and win games, and hopefully we can win the second half of the year and make a playoff run.
Mike Papi, Tunkhannock, University of Virginia, and playing right now with the Lynchburg Hillcats, Cleveland Indians organization. Mike, want to thank you for your time. I know it's precious, and we're rooting for you here in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Appreciate it, John.
Mike Papi here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.